I don't think it's anybody's business, you know. Today you can be single, successful, it doesn't matter. Your life is apparently only complete if you're married. Well, I did go through some really low phases in my life. I can't say a person who's been through depression just gets fine one day, because it's a battle that you fight every day. Hi, this is Shamita Shetty and you're watching me on ETimes.
She's adorable, she's straightforward, and an actor who just didn't restrict herself to the big screen. We've adored her work on OTT and, of course, our TV screens too. While she makes a theatrical comeback with a female-centric film, I, Heisha Chima, am delighted and super excited to be chatting with none other than Shamita Shetty. Welcome to ETimes, Shamita.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations for the Tenant.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
So, I want to know what's going inside of you right now. Like, you're coming back on the big screen 2 days before the release. We're chatting with you. What made you select this particular project?
The subject, I thought it was a beautiful, very well-etched character. I mean, the entire film is so real. You know, it highlights a lot of issues that a lot of women out there, single women, face today. You know, patriarchy, whether it's patriarchy, it's lack of privacy, sexism, that I think a lot of single women have to face in their day-to-day lives, constant judgment, and I really liked the narrative, you know, and I felt this was a story that needed to be told. So yeah, that was the reason I said yes.
Have you ever been a tenant in your life?
No, I haven't, but I've heard a lot of stories of single women who find it very, very difficult to even rent an apartment.
Yeah.
So I know many people.
And what, according to you, have their issues been? Because I'll tell you my personal experience. I've been a tenant for about 5 years of my life until I moved into my own apartment.
Okay.
And a single tenant. So the questions I was asked was, media mein kyun kaam karte ho? Akele kyun reh rahe ho? Shaadi kyun nahi hui? Like, to get a house is a problem. Did any of your friends also face something similar?
Yeah, a lot. I think their religion mattered, whether or not they're married mattered.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anybody's business,
Yeah.
you know. Today you can be single, successful, it doesn't matter. Your life is apparently only complete if you're married, which is ridiculous. You know, I would much rather be single and happy than be in a marriage and unhappy.
Yeah.
So for me, I think right now there are other things that drive me in my life, that give me that happiness, and I truly believe these things happen at the right time.
Yeah.
You know, you can't force something like this into somebody's life.
Yeah. You know, they've also asked questions such as, you know, do you have a pet? Are you a
Oh,
vegetarian?
yeah.
And you might not have been a tenant, but you stay alone.
Yeah.
But do you feel, as a single girl staying alone in the city, what challenges did you personally face as Shamita Shetty?
I don't. Luckily, it's an ownership, and you know, I haven't really faced these kind of issues. But yes, I have heard of a lot. And I'm not going to say there are no judgments thrown my way, please, constantly. Heaven knows what my neighbors think of me. But I mean, I'm not harming anyone. I'm doing my thing. I'm earning my keep, and you know, I don't owe people an explanation other than my family.
Yeah.
You know, I don't owe anybody an explanation. I will do what I believe is right for me.
Shamita, what kind of preparations did you do for a role like that? I saw the trailer, must say it's amazing and super relatable.
Yes.
More than anything else, I feel like a lot of people, whether it's a girl or a guy
Yes,
who watches it, will just be
absolutely,
like,
yeah.
Ye hota hai, this happens with us.
Exactly.
Did you do any kind of special work, any preparation to actually get into the crux of the character?
So we did do a few days. I mean, we did a workshop, but the character is very close to me, Meera. And she, I mean, a lot of my friends who watched the film actually came up to me after the trial and they were like, this is you. So, you know, in that sense, it was easier for me to play this character. But I would also say it's not that easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm making any sense, but the subject is so sensitive. And for her to, you know, it is the journey of a woman. And everything that she faces in her life or has to face because of the society she lives in.
Yeah.
She has a tainted past that she's running away from, and she comes to live, leaves her world and comes to live in this other world that ends up being, you know, a lot of orthodox families in a colony with very, very conservative mindset. So for them, she's almost like a culture shock, you know. But how in a very beautiful way, this girl ends up making a change in each and every one of their lives, their perception. I mean, it is a beautiful story. You know, there's also a beautiful friendship that develops, you know, in the midst of all of this. And he ends up being more of a man than, you know, the rest of
people.
Yeah, he chooses to be a better man. So yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful story, and I luckily had a very good director bringing out, you know, the right kind of emotions at the right time. I think every actor needs a good director to be able to tap into her talent.
Yeah.
And Sushruth is one of those. So yeah, that made it easier for me.
Shamita, I also said it in my introduction that, you know, you're somebody who kind of transitioned into multiple platforms way before. Like, I don't know whether it happened to you normally, naturally, or intentionally, but right now actors are actually, you know, blurring the lines between OTT, TV and cinema.
Yes.
But if you look back, you've done that a while ago.
Yes.
How do you feel about it right now?
It's fantastic. I mean, the kind of work that they're churning out on OTT especially, they're really experimenting with their scripts, because obviously the audience's demand is now very different from before. They want to see something real, you know, and they're really experimenting with the characters that are being offered to actresses as well now. It's, you know, it's an exciting time to really be doing films. So yeah, I mean, it's great.
Do you feel any kind of pressure doing like a female-centric film at this point in time right now? There's so much competition, of course.
You know, I really haven't thought about it that way. Look, I mean, I don't want to think about all this and make myself feel nervous, because I'm so confident of the product. And I'm not just saying this because I'm in it, you know. It is a sensible film. It is, I know if people buy that ticket and go to the theatres to watch this film, they'll not come out disappointed. I know that. And I'm someone who doesn't have the patience. I will just walk out of a film if I don't, it doesn't catch my interest in the first half an hour.
Same.
So yeah, and for me to actually say this, and this is not a very long film, it's shorter than 2 hours, you know. It is a story that is very relatable, and I think each and every one of us out there will relate to some character in this film, you know. So yeah.
Shamita, you've been somebody who's been extremely vocal about anxiety and, you know, how you've battled it and overcome it. What is it that Shamita does today to take care of her mental state?
Well, I did go through some really low phases in my life. And of course, I got proper help to deal with those low times. But now that I'm out of it, see, it is, I can't say a person who's been through depression just gets fine one day, because it's a battle that you fight every day. Even now, there are times when I don't feel like getting out of bed, you know, it just happens. Those lows come in, but now you at least have the right tools to deal with them, and you know what's going on, you know the signs. For me, I make it a point to meditate and talk. If there is something bothering me, I talk about it, you know. I try not to keep it inside, bottled up inside me. Of course, the reasons for me going through depression were very different before, but yes, at the end of the day, the industry has a lot of ups and downs, and rather makes you go through a lot of ups and downs. You have to be strong, you have to be mentally strong, emotionally strong to really be here.
Oh my God, this was so much fun. Thank you so much, Shamita, for removing time and talking to us. And I wish you all the very best for The Tenant. To everybody watching in, if you guys like this video, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to ETimes, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.